Well, good morning, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you again today, saying hello to everybody on the recording first, because the live streamers are just probably about now getting the notification that we're on the air. So they'll be rolling in here shortly. But in that meantime, hello to everybody watching the recording. I appreciate you checking this out at other than the live time. And today is morning prayers for the 6th of, I got to keep counting up, April. And I have with me a great friend and dear colleague, Reverend Lisa Bair is with me this morning. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Lisa's been with us before, so she kind of knows the ropes around here, which is great. That means we're doing our work. We're getting around in the prayer schedule. Lisa, you're actually the first person to appear twice on this program.
Oh, good.
And you beat out our dear friend Elzia by about 12 hours, because he'll be the second person to be on here twice. And my friend Elzia Sekou will be with us tonight. So,
good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, he's great.
And remember, folks, that if you'd like to get your prayer requests included in this program, or if you'd like to get them into my personal prayer book, by all means, send me an email. I'll write your prayer down in the book, pray on it in my personal time. I'd love to get that moving for you. So, all right. Well, it's Monday morning. Week number 4 here of Colorado. For me personally, it wasn't mandated, but we started on like 13th or the 14th, staying in as much as we could. So going on week number 4, life is starting to find a new equilibrium around my household, at least. But I know, Lisa, I know you've got kids, you've got work and all these things, and so we're into the depths of this thing now. And I guess the question I ask everybody is, what's in your heart as we go into this Monday, and what's in your prayer requests?
So something I've been thinking about a lot as I've had some conversations with some of my buddies, my girlfriends, the last few days, just to check in, see how everybody's doing. The word that keeps coming to me is surrender, surrender, surrender. Because what we're finding is that a lot of people are judging themselves because they're telling me, well, I haven't really felt like doing much, and I've just been laying on the couch, and I've been sleeping, and and I said, well, hey, I did the same thing that first week when all this started to unfold. I just kind of, I don't know, I just felt like checking out, like as far as just relaxing and with the schedule change and everything. So I was explaining to them that what I found helped me was when I actually gave myself permission to just say, hey, it's okay to just relax. Take time for yourself. Take time to nurture. Take time to relax, because our lives are so busy. Our schedules, are just nonstop. We go nonstop all the time. And a lot of times our own self-care is what gets put on the wayside. And so what I found that is I just gave myself permission to just take some time and relax and take care of myself and take naps and read spiritual readings and just take time. It's okay to do that. And now is the time that we surrender and we just allow this phase of this virus to just pass by and just stay grounded and stay in the truth of what we know.
Yeah, right on. Cool.
Yeah. I feel like that's helped a lot.
Yeah. I love the word, and it's I keep hearing that here in Colorado, at least, the next 2 weeks are pretty critical.
Yes.
To stay home in as much as you just stay in. Don't go out if you really, really have to. So I think surrender is a good word for it, and that's a better way to look at it. All right, it's not just giving up and running away.
No, not at all.
True surrender is a little bit more difficult than just running away. So
it is, and it includes surrender. It's surrender and trust, I guess. I would add trust into that, because that's the underlying messages. As we learn to trust and let things unfold, then we get through it.
Yep. Exactly. So we're getting through it, folks, every day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. right here for a prayer, Mountain Time. And what we're going to do is called Share a Prayer. So if you haven't been with us before, Reverend Lisa is going to get started with our prayer and move us through to a point where Spirit kind of says, okay, pass that along. And she'll verbally pass that to me. I'll pick it up and run with it for a little bit. And then we'll wrap up and get you on to the next portion of your morning. So, Reverend Lisa, please take us away.
All right. So I have a reading for you all out of my most favorite book, Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. They are two of our greatest New Thought founders. And it's my daily guide, so I'd like to share with that first to you. The reading that I've chosen is really powerful. I am surrounded and upheld by the Almighty God, and my soul is filled with peace. God is where I am, and in this presence I am secure today. I will fear no evil, for I understand the truth. Sustained in the mind of God, I live fearlessly, joyously, and freely. Nothing can stop right action of God in my life. At every moment, God acts, and I know that this action is around me, within me, and upon me. There is nothing to fear, for God is right here. The power of Spirit is my protection from all that is unlike God. I'm going to say that again. The power of Spirit is my protection from all that is unlike God. It makes my way and eases my day, and it lightens my burdens. It goes before me and eliminates every obstacle that would confound me. Immersed in the divine presence, I am now experiencing its good, its peace, its love. I am surrounded and upheld by the Almighty God, and my soul is filled with peace. So regardless of my circumstances, I keep my mind free of worry and doubt, and I know that Spirit is the only cause and love is the only effect. I have complete faith in God, in His law of right action. Radiant with love, no one can hurt me, or nothing can hurt me. Inspired by divine intelligence, I meet life, and I meet this day with ease and the expectancy of increased blessings. So let us continue into prayer. Just take a moment to close your eyes, go inside if you want. Just focus on your inner self. Take a deep breath in and let it out. One more deep breath in and release. For every breath is the breath of God, and we know and recognize that the breath of God is who we are. We know that we are surrounded by this divine presence, by this love, by this light. For God is all there is, and we are one with it. We immerse ourselves in that spirit, in that source, in that powerful oneness that is the co-creator with us in this life. As we bring it back to Spirit, and we know and recognize we are surrounded by that almighty, powerful God, all is well in the mind of God, in the heart of God. As we bring us back to the truth of what we know that we are surrounded by that love and that light, and we are one with God. We are one with Spirit. We are one with this divine presence that knows perfection, that knows love and knows peace. For that is the truth of who we are, and we bring it back to that. We just remember this truth, and we use prayer and meditation to reconnect with this divine source every day. We just know that we are connected with this divine intelligence. We know that this energy goes out into the universe, blessing every single person, everyone on this planet. For we know that this divine energy, this strength and the power and the presence of God, the presence of Spirit, is at work in and through all the doctors and nurses, truck drivers, everyone that is on the front line working for us, helping us. We send blessings and safety and protection, wisdom and strength to them in this very moment. And we take this time to recognize and know for ourselves that we have that strength and that power within us. And as we take care of ourselves and our families and we nurture ourselves right here today, right where we are, we just bring it back to this truth and know that Spirit works in and through us during this time of the virus. We know that as we look outside and we connect with nature, we see that wholeness, we see the perfection, we see the beauty. As I look out to the mountains in our beautiful Colorado and the sunshine, we just know that there is a presence greater than we are and that there is peace and that this too shall pass. We just take one day at a time, one moment at a time, and surrender to this divine presence, this divine love, divine strength and wisdom that blesses us, supports us, loves us, and guides us through this challenging time. For we know and recognize that we are one with this strength and this love and this wisdom. Therefore, we have confidence and we give thanks for this time and give thanks for this presence, knowing that we are blessed and that life is good and life is getting better every day. We just know that that is the divine truth as we work through this experience. We release it into the hands of God and we trust knowing that all is unfolding as it should. I release this and I hand it over to Reverend Robert.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I feel that sacred yes rising up from within, knowing that yes, all is well, because all is one. It really could be no other way. There is no discord in the mind of God. There is no dis-ease or detours or anything wrong or broken. None of that is the truth of God's life. The power of the presence, the intelligence, the oneness is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. And it is here in this moment that each one listening to this prayer gets to decide, gets the power of choice to take on new form, to bring new form into the world, to let go of all the old, everything that wasn't working, that never worked, that no longer serves. Let go of any little thing in the air and letting go of any little thing in the body temple. Letting go of anything that no longer serves and stepping into a recognition of the absolute perfection of God's life moving through my life, moving through the lives of each one here, each one that hears these words. Letting go of any question or doubt or wondering about how or why or when anything comes to, and just being in the place of knowing that God's got this. God's on the job. There's nothing outside of God. So everything that's happening must be inside of God. And so God as the all of all, the Alpha, the Omega, the Omni, well, there's a plan. There's an evolution here. There's a revelation happening here. And even though I may not see it, I know it's happening. So each and every moment, moment by moment by moment, as I move about the day, as I move about my worldly human day, I find and am constantly reminded ways of turning to the one, lifting my eyes to the heavens and resting in the deep trust that God's got it. When it feels like I have to control or manipulate something, I let go and I surrender into the truth. God's on the job. God's got this. This isn't mine to fix. This isn't mine to do. I do what is mine because God says do this. God calls each to what is theirs to do. And I claim for each the deep sense of allowing what isn't to be to isn't, to not, to let go of that which isn't ours to do. To surrender into the deep calling of our own souls. That is the work of this time. That is the opportunity in this time to listen deeply, to let go of the old human limiting beliefs and what we have to be and what somebody says we should be and what we thought we ought to be, to surrender into this time of rebirth and renewal and allow ourselves to step forward boldly, courageously, and say, this is me. This is God expressing as my life. And it is good. And it is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So I am, from the human eye, I see the world as it is. And from the divine eye, I see the masterpiece that is emerging. A glorious vision of a world that works for everyone. A world where everyone has awakened to their human and their spiritual magnificence. A world that works. I am just in that place of knowing that all is well because all is God and it could be no other way. So I am grateful for this reminder, for the opportunity to share this experience, grateful most especially to know that God's got this. That this is a done deal. This prayer is a done deal in the mind of God. And as the vibration ripples out across the cosmic communication net ways, as this vibration ripples out, human consciousness is shifted and human experience shifts as well. It's already done in the mind of God. So I get out of the way in the mind of the human, I let go, I release this word, I let it be. I cast this word into the law that has already said yes, and I trust that God's got it. So I let it be. And I invite you to join me in affirming this truth as we say together. And
so it is.
It is.
So it is.
And so it is. Thank you, dear ones, for being with us this morning. Always so much fun. Now, if you do want to connect with Reverend Lisa, check out her Facebook page. I've got a little banner down there on the bottom with her Facebook address. And she's got a great mini children's book she wrote with her daughter. Magnificent mini meditations and story. It's really, really fun. And what I have heard, okay, I'm in on the project. Reverend Lisa's putting together some videos, some story readings, and some videos to bring to you on Facebook. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're excited to get that rolling. We just realized that since we are not able to go to all of the scheduled events that we had for our book tour to read the story, we are going to read stories and share them with you on Facebook so that you will still be able to get the story time in and share them with your children. And you're welcome. And you can order books. And I have all that information. So definitely look into that. And then I also am plugging another thing, Blackbirds Rising, which is a beautiful, beautiful spiritual group that I work with. We are also doing a book club, and we are going to use this book. It is a classic New Thought bestseller. It's called Feeling is the Secret, and it's by Neville Goddard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he does some really powerful work. It's a little tiny book, so we're doing just a 4-week book club. We actually start this Thursday. You can go to blackbirdsrising.org for more information and sign up and be with us on the book club, because this book is tiny but super powerful. He talks about the feelings that we have as we are going off to sleep make a huge difference and an impact on how our life unfolds and what it is that our life looks like during the day. So it's extremely important to be aware of our thoughts and our feelings as we go drift off to sleep at night. So join us for the book club. It's going to be really powerful.
Beautiful. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. You know, folks, there are about 1,000,000,001 resources out there today online for you to be working this stuff, to be using this stuff in your own life, and to learn more and more about it as we go. So we'll make sure that there's links in the thread of this conversation for this stuff. And by all means, do check out Reverend Lisa's book and the Blackbirds Rising Book Club. And if you need a shot of good vibration and inspiration throughout the week, remember New Thought Radio, positively inspiring tunes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all your favorite New Thought artists. We're running a little long today. That happens. I appreciate you hanging out with us. In the meantime, we're gonna wrap this up and let you get on with your morning. But we'll be back again this evening, 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, with evening prayers. And tonight is a dear friend, Reverend Elzia Sekou. So he's been with us again, and we'll be back tonight. Join us for that. Until next time, we love you. You are loved. Peace.
Blessings.
Have a great day.